Hey guys, I want to make this video for you and share yet another one of Cutlery Lover's collections. This is on my keychains. All different ones here, as you can see. I was actually inspired to make this video by Dwayne Myers here on YouTube. If you haven't already seen his videos, look him up, check him out. He actually just did a video on his watch collection. Someone requested to show his watches. And as he mentioned in his video, even though he has 4 watches, he didn't go out to collect them. It's just something that just kind of happened. You just accumulate things throughout your life. And this is one of those things. I've accumulated all these keychains. There's probably 30 or 40 here. I've actually purchased maybe 5 of them. Some were gifts. But the best thing of having a collection like this, and even though this is totally on accident, it's not something I'm purposely collecting, is that every single one of these brings me back to a specific memory. It brings me back to a time and a place. And I think that's just really cool. For example, this big one right here, my name on it. This is glow in the dark, and my little sister, she got this for me when I was 15, and I thought that was really cool of her. So it brings me back to my 15th birthday, and I remember different things from that day. This one I remember getting in high school. I played a lot of chess when I was younger, and I still do from time to time, but I was never on the chess team, and one of the kids from the chess team, I was actually playing him in... I was in school, suspension, something stupid. Don't worry, I was a good kid in high school. But he was kind of fiddling with this, and I was saying how cool it is, and he just gave it to me. It's just like a dog tag style thing. It just says chess on it. So that kind of brings me back to those times in high school. My first car. When I got my first car, my mother and father gave it to me for Christmas actually, and they gave me this. My dad gave it to me because he thought it'd be kind of cool on my keychain. The lady on the mud flaps, the trucker lady. It's a bottle opener, and of course he told me don't be using that to drink beer, especially when you're driving, which is good advice. But anyway, that brings me back to that memory. Just all these different keychains brings me to a specific memory, a time, and a place, and I think that's just really cool. This one's Statue of Liberty. Went here actually with a friend. Close friend of the family. They went out there for a trip to New York, and I got this keychain when I was there. I went on my trip with my grandfather. This one's from the Oregon Trail. I was actually on the Oregon Trail, like the original tracks, which was really cool. And we went up there, and we stayed in a cabin, and it was just a big pig roast up there. It was just a really cool time. And when I see this this keychain, that reminds me of that time and that place. So all these bring back different memories. Here's a cool one. Again, on my trip with my grandfather. I went to Pikes Peak, Colorado. Beautiful, beautiful site. And when I was up there, I actually bought this keychain. And I bought this not knowing that on the other side, there was a compass. And it's actually a pretty cool story. About 2 days later, we were out in the middle of nowhere. We went on our trip, and we had no plans, no specific things we were going to do. We were just going to drive and do whatever we wanted. We went out for a month and lived in the car. It was awesome. I mean, we stayed in motels, and hotels every now and then. But for the most part, we spent all of our time in the car. But anyway, a couple days later after we went to Pikes Peak, I forget what state we were in, but we were in the middle of nowhere. We had no idea where we were going. However, we did know that we had to go east to hop back on the highway. So it just, I was fiddling through my stuff, and I was actually getting out a pad of paper to write something down. And I saw on the back here there was a compass. So I actually used the compass to find, a road that went towards east. And what do you know? It got us back on the highway. So that was kind of cool. And that always, when I see this keychain, that always reminds me of that time. So this fun collectible for me is it's a big pile of memories, and I think that's just awesome. It's really cool. With any hobby or anything like that, if you can have something that really brings you back to different times and memories, it's pretty cool. Things you might normally not think of, you do when you see stuff like this. So that's why I have this collection. I'll always keep these. I don't use them. I don't really carry anything on my keys. You see my key, EDC. I already have some kind of bulky items on there, but they're all tools. I try not to have keychains like this. Like I'll hardly ever need a bottle opener, so I don't need something big like this on my keys. It just adds bulk. But I do keep these separate, for my collection. So I just thought that was pretty cool. If you guys are looking at these are nothing special. These multi-tools on the front. I know you guys probably ask about them anyway. These are just all no-name China stuff. Well, this one's from Coast, but it's not all that great. This one unfolds. Kind of cool design. Again, a little bulky. I mean, I already carry a multi-tool in my bag, so I don't need something like this. But anyway, that's my collection of key rings, and totally by accident. Like I said, I only bought a couple of them on here. For some reason, these are just passed to me through friends and family, and there's a couple I don't remember where I got them from, but for the most part, every one of these brings me back to a cool memory. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. And again, Dwayne, if you're watching this video, thanks for the inspiration. I collect so much different crap, it's hard for me to show you all of it. Not all of it is exciting. Keychains may not be exciting right now. It may be totally boring, but like I said, it's just something that's cool. It happened totally on accident, and for me, it's just a big pile of cool memories. So anyway, thanks for watching the video with me. I appreciate it. I hope you take care.